Hello, welcome back to the Retro Shed. I feel that we've not been in here for a while, actually.
But we were in here last night.
What were we doing?
We were playing on the Xbox.
I can't remember. I don't feel like we've done an episode for a while.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah. That's
Hope you guys are well. Now, what did I want to talk about? Oh, yeah. Last week, actually, we had some news, didn't we? An email from Ataribox. Now, this is quite interesting because...
Have you been thinking?
As you know, I have been thinking... I've been quite excited about this whole Ataribox, but I'm a bit confused here.
Oh, he's confused!
So, the original, and I'm sure I'm not the only one actually, the original blurb stated, I think it was about 3, 4, 5 months ago, that a new console was coming from Atari, a brand new console, and it had been 3 years in the making.
Right.
Okay. Now it appears that this is a crowd-funded project... and not really a brand new console from Atari at all, which to me seems a little bit of a letdown actually.
Wow.
Now, could you imagine the excitement with Nintendo saying, we've got a new console coming out next year that's been 3 years in the market, but when they come to release it, it's crowd-funded. You know what crowd-funded means? That means it's relying on our money to create it.
That sucks.
So I know Atari is nothing like the company it used to be back in the day, and they probably haven't got a bunch of money now, but this to me seems like a bit of a disappointment.
Well, yes, but the news is that the device will have a custom AMD processor, a Radeon graphics chipset, and run a version of Linux, right, with a custom interface, and will sell between $249 and $299.
How much?
It's not as much as FIFA 18. We'll keep the retro Atari design with influences from the much-loved Atari 2600
well, that's a
from
good
the
thing.
late 70s. Yeah, that's like that wood slant effect.
Okay.
But have a modern slant to the design.
Yeah.
The email states that Ataribox will be a full PC experience of TV, bringing new streaming, applications, social, browsing, music, and more.
Right. So
what does that sound like?
That tells me, don't we already have an entire bunch of devices on the market already that we could go out and buy today? So what have we got? We've got smart TVs. We've got Xbox One, PS4, which are the mainstream consoles which do all this. Apple TV. We've got Roku.
Amazon Fire.
Chromecast.
Nvidia Shield,
which we have.
Yeah, TiVo box.
There's a box from Intel as well that does the same thing.
Now box.
Yeah, my point is this. They all pretty much do the same thing. They're a custom chipset device that does and play games and streams media. I'm not totally sure who the market Atari are trying to hit with this one is. Unless the box...
Is it us?
Unless the box
it him?
has a ton of Atari exclusives, I doubt that $249 to $299 is going to cut it against more powerful consoles that are already on the market. You can go out and buy one today.
Yeah, but do you reckon it's going to be like the SNES, like games built in?
I just don't know. They're not giving us a lot of information, are they?
Yeah, and let's face it, to be honest, there are a ton of devices and emulators already out there that you can play almost every Atari game.
That's a very good point.
Made.
Yeah.
I mean, there were already 8 versions of Atari Flashback, isn't there?
Why?
Already on the market. I mean, what are you playing at?
What are Atari playing at? So wait,
did you get it?
I did, that was quite good, that was.
What are you playing at?
What you playing at with Atari. Yes, well done, Josh.
That was really cool.
So, Atari, guys, where are you going with this? I mean, it's a crowd-funded device that apparently has been 3 years in the making. You're contradicting yourselves with this one. I've got a cough as well, actually. Yet it does pretty much what everybody else's box already does. And how can it be 3 years in the making if it's crowd-funded?
Anyway.
And it's the same price as mainstream consoles. We will have to wait and see.
Moving on.
Yes.
So now we want to take a quick look at an arcade game.
Yes.
From 1986.
Yes.
Which was a follow-up to one of my favourite arcade shooters of all time. Which
My
was
favourite. My favourite.
Mine too.
Is it?
Which is Nemesis.
Nemesis.
I'm really bad at it though. Released in 1986, Konami released a follow-up to Nemesis, which was called Lifeforce in North America and Japan. But we know it in the UK as
Salamander. Excuse my cough.
I've got a really bad one too.
Yeah, everyone I know's got a cough at the moment. Actually, it's that time of year I think when the weather has turned.
Let it go.
Anyway, so we were on Facebook the other day and we were talking about classic arcade machines and what your favourite classic arcade machines are that you just don't see anymore. And one of my favourites, I have many favourites actually, but one of my favourites was Salamander, and I did promise somebody on our Facebook page that we'd take a quick look at this. So yeah, Salamander, it follows on from where Nemesis left off really. It has a more simplified power-up system to Nemesis or Gradius, where the game actually tells you what each power-up does, such as pick it up for speed up, which was much better than keeping an eye on that bar at the bottom of the screen and trying to choose what weapon you wanted.
Nice.
Because that got me killed more often than not trying to select the right power. Or if you're playing with a mate who's supposed to be choosing the weapons for you, more often than not he chooses the wrong weapon at the wrong time. And you normally end up getting killed.
That was weeks ago. That was our second episode.
Yeah, I know, but you got me killed because you chose
speed up instead.
You chose double, I think, instead of laser. So yes.
Anyway, moving on. So Salamander introduced two-player simultaneous co-op with both horizontal and vertical game sections.
There's a vertical game section. Actually, that's very good timing. That's one of the vertical game sections.
This later became the norm for Gradius games.
It did, yeah.
Plus, a new power-up system was introduced. New weapons such as the ripple laser and the force field.
Yes, instead of being the shield, it turned into the force field. Instead of having two beach balls stuck on the front of your ship, you had this kind of like force field thing, which looked a lot better, to be honest with you. Many of the levels in Salamander have this like organic, biological feel to them. What are you laughing at? This biological feel to them, and the first level has you battling through what looks like the internals of some alien biomechanical being, actually, with like blood and flesh and bones and stuff.
Science fiction.
At the first stage boss is typical Gradius fare with a giant brain complete with tentacles and an eyeball, and I think at one point the game does actually say shoot it in the eye or something like that.
Well, so Salamander was a big hit in the arcades and was ported to many of the 8 systems of the day, including
Amstrad.
You can't do it! You can't do it! Amstrad, CPC, NES, MSX, PC Engine, you sit there and cry. PlayStation and Sega Saturn has recently been made available on iOS, mobile, and PS4.
Yeah,
Salamander's available as well.
They've ported it to a lot of different things.
Nice.
Actually. Now, before we take a quick look at this game,
So
yes, it's Kapow Retro Station in 2 weeks' time, on the 21st of October, I think. And we thought we'd give the event a quick shout out for Matt because he did ask us to. So
we've shouted him out about 13 times, but why not 14 times?
And it's a big thing because we're playing games which we love and raising money for cancer, which we don't love. So if you are anywhere in the West Midlands of England, of United Kingdom, which isn't far from London actually, and you've got nothing to do on the 21st of October, get yourself to Cannock.
We've got to stop doing that.
What?
That's near London.
Near London. Well, it's not far from London, is it? The Midlands.
We've got to stop that.
Get yourself to the Kapow Retro Station, raise some money, and get to play some amazing old machines and arcade machines. I think there's bands, there's music. There better be beer.
So
there isn't beer because I'm going to need it to last 24 hours.
Before he gets angry, let's move on to Salamander.
So yes, get to yourself to Kapow Retro Station, and also next weekend we're in Manchester for Play Expo.
13 days.
13 days. What's 13 days? Right. Okay. Me and Josh having a blast on Salamander. Josh is pinching all weapons and leaving me with nothing.
Sorry.
I'm the red ship. Josh is the
green ship.
So this is the first level. And I remember the arcade version of this had a lot of slowdown and lag. So when there's lots of things on the screen, it really starts to slow down.
Oi! See, it's got to do it now.
Yeah. And the arcade version did this actually. It's a bit chaotic, isn't it, actually? When we're flying next to each other, it's actually difficult to see who's who.
How can you all even get...
Okay, you're staying on the top, I'm underneath. That's cool.
Yeah, but you're getting on. Okay, leave that with me. Oh, come on.
Do you see the slowdown when there's lots of stuff?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They look like spaghetti bolognese spikes.
Spaghetti bolognese. I used to play this a lot in the bowling alley. I first saw this game, actually, I think in 1986 when it was...
Am I dead?
I am. Put some money in, Josh. Come and join me. Oh my god, this is a lot tougher than I remember.
Spamming X! Are you just holding down X?
No, I'm shooting like a lunatic. Come and join me again, Josh. Put some money in. Right, don't forget, shoot it in the eye, don't you? It's a brain with an eye and the tentacles. Could happen. Could happen.
I'll leave the tentacles around, you shoot, alright? How about that? I'll leave the tentacles around, you shoot, alright? That was easy.
We have got no weapons at all. We are going to die.
There we go.
So yeah, unlike Nemesis, it flips to horizontal mode. Sorry, vertical mode.
Nice.
Oh my god, I've got no weapons.
Come join me.
I am.
How have you got that?
I shot stuff. Have you put some money in?
No. Look at my life count. I've got 25
I'm on
lives.
14.
I've got 25. Oh, I'm dead.
I think our viewers will be bored long before your lives run out. I think it's unfair when you get killed and all your weapons get stripped away.
I got a weapon! I seem so happy.
What have you got?
I don't know, double shot, I think. And you get all the cool stuff.
Oh, here comes a boss.
How come I don't get nothing?
Right, kill the boss. I think it's like a
But
round
I've
thing
only
with
got
tentacles.
2
isn't
shots.
it? Well, it's better than 1 shot. So he looks very similar to the bosses from Nemesis, doesn't he?
Does it?
Yeah. Oh! What
How can you
happened
get all
there?
the power-ups?
Well done.
You've got all the power-ups. Right, so you see it? Don't pick it up.
Oh no! We're doing really badly.
Stop trying to nick all the power-ups. There we go,
I really could do with a speed up.
Ah!
Oh! Do you know what?
Sorry, I got 19 lives.
Do you know something?
What's that?
I find it really confusing when there's 2 ships on the screen. Really confusing.
Watch it. How that thing keeps on getting me.
You can tell when it's going to come out because you see like a little like that, like a little. Stay in the middle of the screen then.
I'm just standing at the top.
I thought the graphics for this level were amazing when I first saw them. Do you know what? We're really not very good at this.
Sorry, I've got
are we?
15 lives left.
Oh,
Oh.
fell into a hole. Good graphics though, for 1986. Oh, look out! There's a big fiery snake salamander thing there, like a dragon.
It's like Mum when she's angry.
Don't let her hear you say that.
It's not far off. Ah, Josh, you haven't done your homework! Ah! His eyes are flashing, he's got LEDs for lights!
Just shoot him in the head. Yes.
I love how we're doing this level with no weapons at all. Blue man, how does he get me? Can you stop, please, nicking all the
Don't worry, I won't last very long.
Better not.
You can have all the power-ups you like.
Yeah.
Oh.
What the hell?
It's tough, isn't it?
Sorry, I got 10 lives left. No, I've got 9 lives left.
Yeah, but I'd rather weapons, to be honest with you. Oh.
Flipping heck.
Oh my god, this is hard. It's a good job we put a load of credits in. Do you know what?
Oh.
It's the screen is so busy. It's difficult to figure out what's going on.
Those rocks can't be destroyed.
Can they not?
No.
Thanks for telling me.
That's right. Flipping, how are you shooting halos out your heads? Oh no.
Wow, this is difficult.
No, come on!
You've already got one.
How
You
like
notice
it?
a slowdown.
No, don't pick this up! You are so sad! The temptation just walk. Don't pick that up!
Oh, I've got nothing now.
And that's
How are you supposed to survive
And that's kill it.
this?
And that's kill it.
It's a good job we had lots of lives.
I have 26 lives now.
Did you?
Don't nick.
Whoa!
If you have epilepsy, don't watch
I was
this.
gonna say, if I didn't have epilepsy, I have now. It's like Polybius gone wrong. Because that's fair.
This is driving me round the bend.
Oh, that's
How did that kill me? This game!
They're throwing Smarties at they're M&M's or something.
You don't get pink M&Ms.
God.
Wait, can you? Can you get pink M&Ms, guys? Comment down below if you can get pink M&Ms. It's the same music as Nemesis.
So,
This is so difficult!
this is really difficult, but
There's another one! I thought that was the boss!
here's a really quick look at Nemesis and how bad...
Wait, you mean Salamander?
Salamander, yeah, sorry. Here's a quick look at Salamander and showing you
How bad
how
they are.
tough this game
I mean, we have to use
really
25 lives for
We've
this,
used... How many credits have we used?
Good 30 odd
And
quid.
we're nowhere near, I don't think, completing it. I don't know how much further there is to go. So,
Forget
anyway,
it. Stuff it!
thanks for watching, guys. That was Salamander, the arcade version. We'll see you
See you next
soon.
time!
Bye.
Bye.